Hello everyone. Welcome to 365 Days with New. I am coming to you live after a full day of hibernation, catching up, cleaning, and chilling. So I did a lot today. And yeah, so if you've been following me, you know that I am doing this experiment where I am really closely following my cycle, and I even have it on my Google Calendar, mapping out the different cycles. And it's so cool because like I've always wanted to like really do this experiment where I actually follow strictly to my cycle, and like during the menstrual cycle I'm going to be like hibernating and relaxing and doing whatever my heart calls me to do and giving myself a lot of grace during this time. And yeah, honest to God, it is not easy, like especially when I have been conditioned to always be productive, to always be doing something. It definitely is not easy. And one thing I have been noticing is is what it means for me to hibernate, to relax, and not work on my mission or my devotion to my passion project. What does that mean and what does that look like, right? And so for me, I've been listening to different types of podcasts, different courses that are not really related directly to my business, my coaching. And this is really the time, like as a hermit, a 2-4 profile, profile line 2 is a hermit, traditionally in human design. And Melanie, my mentor, she calls it the compass. Yeah, I think it's the compass. And yeah, as a line 2, this is actually the most pivotal time for a line 2, because this is the time that I'm going to allow myself to just relax, to really dive into what I want to dive into with no like plan to use what I am doing now for the future, right? To just go with the flow, to be in flow, and to do what comes naturally and what I enjoy naturally, and to use that, and to trust, not to use it for something, but to trust that I just being in my genius, just doing what I desire to do during this like 7-day period is going to catapult me and quantum leap me into the path that I need to be on. And having that trust is definitely a new muscle that I had been learning to cultivate for the past few weeks. Oh yeah, let's tie it back in. I was listening to a training from a course. I'm taking a course from Gabor Mate, and it's all around trauma and understanding trauma and guiding people back to wholeness, which is so beautiful. And he is so smart, and I just love listening and watching the little demonstrations of him working with people. And it's just so eye-opening, like how, like this is a little caveat, okay, that I'm taking you on right now. But it's so amazing how he can just pick up on people's subconscious and the different dialogue that goes on in the subconscious, and the patterns that even the person themselves was not able to pick up, and he points it out. And a beautiful, very powerful thing that he brought up twice in two different demonstrations was the lack of self-compassion, And I was like, oh my God, yeah, I didn't even catch that either. And when he pointed it out, I was like, oh, of course. And we as in me, and if you resonate with this as well, we are so hard on ourselves subconsciously, and we don't even know it. We think it's normal. We think that's the way that it's supposed to be. We think that's how we get better, by being hard on ourselves. And that compassion piece is missing when, and Gabor Mate, he actually says that when there is no compassion present, the self does not feel safe to heal that trauma, to move through that trauma. And I just thought that was so powerful. And I'm definitely gonna like have to re-listen to this course. I'm not even done, but it's just so powerful to just understand the human nature, to understand people and why they do what they do, and to understand yourself so that you can really catch yourself when you do start being judgmental or a little bit critical of the things that you do. And you may be judging yourself and not having compassion for yourself subconsciously. And to be able to catch that and reframe that and shed light on that, and then add on to that compassion, that, you know, that inner child of yours or that part of you that needs that validation, that needs that compassion, can lead to a lot of healing. So such beautiful work. And I am about to embark on a 6-week, it starts today actually, a 6-week course all about the internal family system. And I'm so excited. There's gonna be live calls with Richard Schwartz, which is the founder of Internal Family Systems, Parts Work. And I'm just like, oh my God, I am so excited. Like I teach and I share about Parts Work, but I've not like dug into it this as deep as I am going to be. And so I am excited. And of course, it's going to be something that I bring into my coaching as well, and to work with my clients and into my mentorship. And yeah, you know, as a coach and as a person who loves just growth and evolution, because the human potential is so expansive and so limitless, that I'm always learning. And I just love sharing what I learn. And I just know that my voice needs to be heard by certain people, and that it's going to be reached and appreciated and healing for a lot of people out there. And whether that's you or not, whether I have found you, you have found me or not yet, I just know that I'm on this path for a reason, and to really just trust the sacred pulls, the soul nudges that I feel, and just go with that. So yeah, so I went on a way tangent, but I wanted to say that I was listening to Gabor Mate, and in one of those demonstrations, he corrected the woman. He said, because the woman was saying you, and he was like, you mean I? And he's like, yeah, I. So, and this is not the first time that I heard this, like, and just a couple of days ago, I watched another coaching session where the coach was coaching another woman, and the woman said the same thing. The woman said, you know, when you feel this way, when you feel sad, and the coach was like, what do you mean you? Do you mean I? And she's like, oh yeah, when I feel this way. And if you noticed, a couple of minutes ago, that's what I did. I was going to say you, but then I reverted back to me as in I, because, and I want to bring that up because I am a lover of words. I think words are so powerful. And I have this pull, this desire to create a masterclass all around the power of words. And so if, of course, right now it's not the time for me to launch anything, but I'm just sharing it with you, some of the things that are exciting for me as I am in my hibernation mode. But yeah, so the power of words coming to you soon. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, when we speak, if we don't take ownership of that experience, there is a subconscious story, I guess, playing on the back of like, this is not us. Because when I say, oh, you know, when you are cleaning the house and you feel this way, instead of saying when I am cleaning the house and I feel this way, right? There's a difference. You are taking ownership. You are taking back that power, and you are putting yourself in that situation to And once you put yourself in that situation, that's when you can work with that energy. That's when you can work to shift things and really work with that part of you. And yeah, so I just noticed that, and I just wanted to bring it up just in case you noticed it too, or, or to have you start becoming aware of it as for yourself as well. But yeah, I just think it's so powerful to instead of saying you, I'm going to practice this. Instead of saying you, I'm going to really take ownership of my experience and say I, and start building that confidence of like, yeah, this is my experience. This is what I am feeling. This is what I want to do, and I am going to do this instead of referring it to a you. I do that like very subconsciously. So yeah, let me see. Okay, where was I going with this? Yeah, so I just got a little off tangent because I noticed that I fixed my words. Hi, Tina. Nice to see you. Yeah, so I was just sharing about how my hibernation's been going. And yeah, so today I actually did a couple of errands. I did errands, and then I redid my bouquet, my flower bouquet. I actually yesterday I put it into 2 because it was getting like super crowded, but then I didn't like the way it looked. So today I put it back into 1, and here it is. Here's my flowers. Yes, so I put it back into 1 vase. And if you're wondering why my apartment is so dark, it's because it is so hot today. And so I have the blackout curtains on because I definitely was trying to like not let the heat in, because when Robert gets home, he's gonna want to come home to a cool house. So that's what I did. I spent a long time. I spent a good amount of time making my breakfast. I made eggs. I had toast, avocado, and then I had that. And then I warmed up some baked goods, and I had that with my decaf latte, and I had that. So I had like my breakfast today was like 1 hour. I usually have like such long breakfasts because right now is my hibernation time. So I'm really trying to lean into that, and I still catch myself like trying to do things, even though I'm like, oh, like I'm supposed to be like just chilling. And then that was when I realized, hey, like I need to define for myself what it means to actually work on my business and what it actually means to just be in hibernation as a line 2, as a hermit. And so I love my realization that, hey, like being in my line 2 can just mean like I'm doing things and I'm diving into the things that excite me and I want to do. And that can be reading, that can be studying, right? It can be all of that juicy stuff that like still lights me up and like stimulates me mentally. It doesn't have to be like just sitting and watching a movie, even though that was, I have been watching my Korean dramas. It's such a silly show, but I love it because it makes me laugh. But yeah, so I really love that I'm redefining what it means to be in hibernation instead of just like, I think of hibernation as like a bear and I'm just sleeping, and I'm like, it's not very fun. My sacral does not get lit up by that. But anyway, yeah, so I'm really loving that. And of course, I'm like halfway through my cycle. So this weekend, I'm going to move into my follicular phase, which is going to be my spring. So that is when I will be doing some planning and maybe some starting a launch for whatever my next offer is, or share my offers and have that energy. But just knowing that I have a time for that's coming up really allows me and gives me peace to be where I am now. And so I'm just really enjoying that. And we got a new duvet for camping. We're trying different blankets for camping. So I have this laying out just to air out. I ran our little helper, our little robot vacuum cleaner. Did that. I cleaned the toilets. It's so satisfying. It was kind of nasty because I realized that there was some like black stuff around underneath the toilet bowl thingy, and so I really got in there, and Robert's gonna be so proud. But yeah, I did some laundry and mopped the kitchen. Yeah, so I've just been, been chilling, been having fun, still listening to my courses and learning and getting that like stimulation of like just learning and growing and not feeling the need to share or teach it. And also one more thing, this hairband, it's so pretty. Like, isn't it so pretty? I feel like it matches so well with my color scheme of like this salmon-ish color. I just think it's so pretty. I love color. Anyway, yeah, so that's today's live. A little update on how my hibernation menstrual cycles is going. Menstrual cycle phase is going. It is going great. And yeah, let me know if you did not catch my live on your cycles. You can catch that. I think I did that one at least 3 or 4 days ago, so you can check that out. Let me know in the comments if you are aware of your cycles, if you understand your cycles, which phase is the most fascinating for you, which phase are you in, like how does it affect you? I don't know, I just feel like I love geeking out about that stuff and just understanding us on such a different level. There's always that like mental level, there's that psychological level, that that emotional level. Of course I love all those stuff, but I also love like the science of our bodies and our hormones and how that affects us and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm happy to share with you my experience and let you in on the journey and on my experience. All right, that is it for today. I am going to continue watching my Korean drama. It's a little bit hot right now, so I'm not going to go for my walk. I was going to go, but I knew that I was going to be sweating because it's over 80 degrees here, and it was not like that. Last week it was like 60 something, so it was a huge jump. And so I guess I gotta go get my tank tops and my shorts out pretty soon. But yes, I will enjoy my drama and then go to the gym once Robert gets back. Gotta keep myself physically healthy as well. And then I will see you for tomorrow's live. All right, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments if you stopped by. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.